Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins and it's Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder night. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. You probably are going to be watching this video later. I did a video because we have family here today, so it's a fun family day. I'm sure it is for you as well, so catch the replay when you can. I wasn't here last week, Thursday, because I had family again, unexpectedly, so we couldn't go live. But I am here today with a video, so enjoy this One Sheet Wonder. Today we are going to be creating 4 fun fold gift card holders for your upcoming Christmas gift cards. So we are going to be using 1 sheet of the Traditions of Christmas Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, club members, you will find this PDF file, not PDF file, as a download project sheet, as well as the One Sheet Wonder pattern in the photo gallery on my blog. And if you are a One Sheet Wonder club member, which is new, make sure to check out my blog for all the details on that. You will also find the download project sheet for tonight's gift card holders in the photo gallery on my blog. Let's change the camera and get started. All right. So club members do not need the 2, because this suite has 2 coordinating bundles. They do not need the Christmas Greenery or the traditional labels bundles to create their club cards, but if they want to do the One Sheet Wonders from Thursday night or the bonus PDF files they find in the photo gallery, they're going to want to purchase pretty much the entire suite. Now this is that gorgeous paper. This is the print we're going to be using tonight. It is the Traditions of Christmas Specialty Designer Series paper. I also brought in the branching out dies. These are my favorite. I love it with these Christmas cards. Just gorgeous. So let's get started. Club members also receive the coordinating traditional sparkling sequins. Now they get half a pack, so this is what they have in their pack. The club is now closed for November, but then you can sign up for my club and start getting the December club kit. So only next week I'll be debuting that kit, so check that out. So we're going to start by cutting this paper, and I don't think it's really directional, at 4-inch strips. So we're going to do 4-inch by 12, 4-inch by 12. So we have 3 strips that are 4 inches by 12. Now I don't have the cards already done. I have some prototypes, but I'm not really sure how it's going to look. I didn't want to use up my paper, so I just did it with some scraps I had. So we're going to see the cards unfold tonight for the first time. So then I'm going to turn this and I'm going to cut this at, oh, you know what? I covered up my pattern. I'm going to have to use my cheat notes here. So 4 by 3.5, and I need 2 of those. 4 by 3.5, and then I need a 1.5 and a 1.5. So 2 of those. And that's for card number, or gift card holder number 1. This is not sure yet what we're going to do with that. We're going to do something with that. The next one, we're going to cut 3 by 4, 3.25 by 4, 1.25. So 1.25 by 3 3/8. That's 5/8. 3 3/8. Okay. So those pieces are for the number 2 gift card holder. Card/gift card holder. They're both. Okay, and then we go on, I think this is scrap, to the next, this saved for the last card. We're going to cut the next strip at 5.25 and at 5.25. We're going to save that. These are all the pieces that are going to be left over that I got to figure out what we're going to do with. I kind of have a plan because card number 4 is going to come out of part of that. I don't think we'll use that strip. We're cutting this now at 1 7/8. All right, and then card number 4, I know I need a piece that's 4 by 4. So this is 4 by 4. Okay, and we'll put that on the inside. And then I need another piece that is 1 by 4. So we're going to cut this 1 by 4. And then I have this piece here. Now, where else do I need a piece? Let's see. I'm going to just stick it to the side for now because we'll see where I need that to come into play. So we'll start with card number 1. We're going to start with a card base. This is real red. You could use real red or even cherry cobbler, whatever you have on hand. 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score this at 1 3/4, 5 1/2. All right. First, I'm going to fold it in half at that 5 1/2. And then the 1 3/4, we're going to fold that to the inside. As you can guess, that's where our gift card holder is going to be. We're going to take those pieces that we cut, and you're going to put them on the front, like so for 1. So let's get this on. Like that. We're going to open this up. One of these is going to go on here. That's going to go on our pocket. I'm sure you could figure that that's where your gift card, cash, check, whatever you want to put in there. And then this one is going to go underneath here like that. Like so. This piece here, we're going to put this side up on this edge. Like that. Then I have a piece of white that is going to go over here for writing, stamping, whatever you want to put on there. And that's where we could put one of our pieces. We can decorate that up, which I'll put that across the bottom. I'm going to do the green, but you could do the other side as well. So this is one of our little scrap pieces that we had left over from our 12 by 12. And we're going to stick that on this side here. Like so. Now we can close this up to create our pocket. We've got our inside decorated. We're going to close that up. You can use your liquid glue. You can use your tear and tape. Whatever you have. I'm going to use the tear and tape just because it will be quicker for me. And I won't have to hold it. So I'm just going to kind of burnish that down. You can use your bone folder, use your pick tool, get that tape off there. Close that up. Now you have your pocket. So when you close it up, it's going to look like this on the front. I'm going to take, I use the gold and I use the branching out dies. And we're going to put a little red. We're going to put it off to the side here. And then I have, from the paper, it has coordinating die cuts. So I got die cut, this is from the top edge of the Designer Series paper, which I only want the top part because I'm going to come in with the banner and put it across the bottom like that. So let's assemble this all. Put that on there. Now when we adhere it here, we only want to do the adhesive to the left here so we don't seal our card shut. So maybe like half of it. And then we'll pop this up with some dimensionals. And we'll put that towards the top here. Now we're going to stamp on our banner. We'll do the season's greetings. We'll do that in real red. Alright, so we're going to, hopefully, I don't want to get my head in, so I'm kind of sitting back a little bit. That's pretty good. It's acceptable, I would say. Then we're going to put some dimensionals on that. And we'll put this across there. We want to make sure that we're within the perimeter here of our card. So that looks good. Then we're going to come in with those sparkly gold sequins here. I'm running a little bit low. Maybe I'll put it off like that. All right, so there's your card / gift card holder. Let's see, I'll just take a business card because that's about the same size as a gift card. Put that in there like that. So pretty gorgeous. All right, so card number 2. This one is 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score it at 5 1/2. And then we're going to cut 2 inches off. 2 inches off. All right. This, do whatever you like. Fold on that score line. All right, pretty easy so far. Come in with our pieces. Now we have a piece that's going to come across the bottom here, and then we have a piece that is going to come across the top, like so. So we're going to put them on first. Put those across like so. This is going to go across the top. I think you can see where we're going with this. Like that. Perfect. Now, let me see. I think we can close up our pocket now. I don't think there's anything else. So we're going to put our tear and tape again along the bottom edge here. Not the bottom edge, the side. And the side over here. Get that nice smoothed out. Now if you did a bead of glue, it wouldn't have, you'd have a little bit more wiggle room in this pocket. Close it up. Then I have a piece of that gorgeous gold foil again. Now let's see if it goes down inside of our pocket here. Let's give a little squish in there. That will help. Oh yeah, we should be good. You're probably like, oh my goodness, you're using that big piece of foil. Because this pulls out, you don't want to really cut the center of that gold foil because then you'll see the cut on the back. So yeah, I'm going to be using full thing there. Now this piece here, I'm going to put across the bottom edge in my pocket. And then if I have this piece left, so I'm not sure. We're going to cut this down yet too, but like I said, I'm not really sure where it's going to go. So first we're going to do this. And then I can always add a strip to the top if I would like something at the top. So let's attach this to our gold foil. And I have just a little bit of that foil going all the way around. That's going to go in our pocket here. And I'm going to leave the top part blank for now. Because I might add some more of that designer series paper to the top. Then I'm going to just take one of the banners and we're going to just stamp on that. You could also put any of the flower images, but I like this banner here. See, I think I want to put something at the top, which maybe not the full piece, but maybe a pretty good size of that. Because I need room here yet, so maybe just cut it down a little bit. And that would be sticking out the top, or I could flip it, but I think I like this side. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So this card is going to remain unfinished for a bit till we get the other ones, and we'll see what we got left. All right, so then I'm going to stamp again my Season's Greetings. You know what? I think I'm going to change this up. I think. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to. Let me see here. I was going to plan something else for card number 4, but now I'm thinking I might change it up just a bit. All right, we're going to stamp this. And this is from the Coordinating Traditional Labels Bundle, so nothing new there. I'm going to stamp that like so. We're going to attach that to this gold. All right, and then I've already hand cut from the paper this flower. So we're going to put that on here. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, I'm going to pop this up. So let's get that. On here. Like so. And then we'll pop up this flower. On there. Gorgeous. Okay, we're going to come back to that one. Card number 3. I'm going to bring in my trimmer again. Card number 3, our card base is 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score each end at 2 1/8. So 2 1/8 from each end or side. So this is a gatefold with a twist. So we're going to line that up. And then we're going to bring in all our little papers here and start attaching those to our panels. Like so. And I did not make sure that they were the same, like, because when I cut them from the, this is where liquid glue is much better because I can move when I need to move. And then for the inside, you can either do the opposite or you can stick with the print. I'm going to just stick with the print. You can do the other way if you like to have a little bit more of a contrast. And we'll put those on the inside here. Now for the center, what I'm doing for this one is I have a piece of gold, but because you don't want to really use that all, let that go to waste, because I'm going to cover it with white, what we're going to do is I took the largest branching out die and I cut that center out. It's not gonna, nobody's gonna know that's cut out of there. I'm using my silicone pad here so we can get the glue on there. And we're gonna put that in the center here. Like so. And then we're gonna put the white over the top. So you really wouldn't know that that was taken out of there. All right, so here's where I'm going to put another bit of this is in here. So I'm going to just put that white on there. That's gorgeous. We're going to cut this down and put a piece here. Now you could put the other side up to get that contrast. Totally up to you. You can stick with the other print, but I'm going to cut this down and we're going to put part of this on this card, part on that last card. Then we used up all our scrap pieces. So this piece is about 2 inches. So I'm going to cut it down to 1 inch. That will be perfect. So we got 1 inch for this card and 1 inch for that last card. So we're going to put that on there. I'm going to have to cut that down a little bit because our gold is 4 inches, so we need to cut that down to 3 3/4. We're going to put that across the bottom. Beautiful. Love it. Just like that. Gorgeous. If you wanted to, you could also add from the sides of the paper and get a little bit more color going on in there. You really could put, that's pretty too. I like it. I'm going to just add that to it. It's really going to be gorgeous. So I'm going to take my liquid glue here and I'm going to just kind of outline this a little bit. Get this out of my way. We're going to put this along the edge here. Love that. All right. Now, where does our pocket come into play for the gift card on this one? Well, I took another piece of gold and that branching out dies. I did it in the gold and the red. So we're going to attach those. Like so. It's going to go on the front here, but when we attach it to the front, we're going to create a little pocket right here. So I only want to go along this edge with my liquid glue. And this will give me a nice little bead of glue all the way. And I'm only going like halfway on that die. So I'm going to fold this closed. I'm going to kind of center that so that it's halfway. I want it equal space, top, bottom, so I have to move it there a little bit. I'm going to give that a chance to set up. We're going to put the flowers on the front. Now this card can be a wedding gift card holder. There's lots of winter wedding, and it's not screaming Christmas even though it's red and gold. I think it would be gorgeous for a wedding card. And we all like to give cash or checks for weddings, so you can easily slip that in the pocket. I'm not going to put a sentiment on, so if I wanted to use it for a gift card for Christmas or whatever, I can put my sentiment whatever I want. So let's get some sequins on here. Beautiful. I'm going to let that set up. We're going to pull back in card number 2 here. Pull this out. And I think I'm going to add that across the top. We still got plenty of room to write or stamp a sentiment for the inside. This is going to be 3 3/8. So let's get that attached to the top, like so. We're going to put that in our pocket. Gorgeous. And then I didn't put my bling on this one, so we're going to add some bling. Let's see. I'm going to put a little one on my flower there. And then maybe we'll put we could even put it up here. Decisions. Let's do a big one. Big gold up here. All right, so that took up the rest of our strip. At the end, I'll show you all the cards. So here's my pocket. Perfect for gift card. Look at that. Love it. All right, card number 4. This is the final card. All right. Our card base on this one is 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score this at 4 1/4. Oh, I scored it at 4, didn't I? Yep, I did. Okay. Let me grab a piece of red here. Good thing I caught that, otherwise I would have thought, what is going on? And something hit my screen. Here we go. All right, so 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score this at 4 1/4. Then we're going to turn it in our trimmer here, and we're going to line it up at 1 1/4. And we're going to cut down to the 4 1/4. So fold that in half. Let's see, did it cut? It did not cut all the way. I need that to cut all the way down. So line it up at 1 1/4. Cut. There we go. Yep, now we're good. All right, so we're going to fold that. All right, so here's our pieces again. We have our 4x4 for the front. We're going to attach that. Ah, I'm out. So I'm going to resort to my liquid glue here. All right, so this is going to go on the front, like so. This here is our little strip we have. All right. Oop. That's going to go right on there. Like so. All right, then we're going to open this back up. We're going to put our liquid glue along the edge. Well, you don't have to do this side because that's where your fold is, but across the bottom and that one side. Close that up. There's your pocket for your gift card holder. How cool is that? Then I have a piece of white that is 4x4 for the inside. Again, we could use that strip. Oh, that's right, that's out. Any of the strips that we have left over, which at this point all I have are these little thin, which you could add if you want. All right, so what you could do is you could put a side piece on there. So we're going to put that along the edge here, just like that. Here's my pocket for my gift card. It's going to go right in here. Slick. And now for the front, I have another one of the gold. And then I have a green. We'll do a little bit different. Now you could put it off to the side, but this time I'm going to center it. So go ahead and attach those. Like so. Then I'm going to just attach this down because I'm going to pop up the flowers again. So this one as well could be a wedding, could be a birthday. We have some December birthdays in our family, so this could be beautiful birthday card as well. I thought maybe with the green, the old olive, we could pick that green up. But if you like the red better, you can always do the red. Just like to try some different things. So, and then since we got the blue here, maybe I'll pick up the blue sequins. Oops. And put them on. Something different. But there you have it. I've used everything but these little minuscule pieces. So that's pretty good from that 12 by 12. We got 4 gift card holders. So we got this one, which your pocket's on the side, inside to the right there. We have this gorgeous one where your pocket is hidden behind your front sentiment. What a gorgeous wedding card, I think that would be. And then we have this one, which is a pocket. You slide your gift card in the pocket. And then the front one, where you have your gift card here, decorated oh so beautifully. So this one's going to take a little bit. It's just kind of heavy with all those layers. Once it's been in an envelope, it'll lay much flatter, much nicer. But those are your 4 gift card holders tonight using that Traditions of Christmas Specialty Designer Series paper, 4 gift card holders from one 12 by 12 sheet. If you want details about my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club, under the video there's a link that will bring you to the Traditions of Christmas Stamp Club information, but you're not going to get this one. You will start with the December kit, and that will be debuting soon. If you would like to know more about my One Sheet Wonder Club, there's a link for that down below as well. So that is it for tonight. If you need any of these supplies, click on any of the links under the video and it will bring you to my online store. I do appreciate any and all orders. That is it for tonight. Happy Thanksgiving and thanks for stopping by.